Hi Scorpio, welcome to your February 2019 Tarot Scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your support. It truly means the world. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the month ahead has in store for you. What are your actions and your interactions with the world at large? What do they have to say this month? What are you doing? And this month you got the Three of Pentacles. You are learning. You are going through the process of learning or aligning yourself with some kind of study. And your actions and your interactions is what you do, right? But this really feels for me about self-learning. This is about this month you're really getting clear on what you want to learn about yourself next, on what lessons you've already learned about yourself, and more importantly, how can you put those into practice? This feels for me like you're really delving into your heart of hearts and saying, what is there left for me to learn from this situation, from my lifescape, and how can I apply the lessons that I have come up against, or rather the lessons that I've learned and pulled out of the experiences that I've had that have been challenging to me? How do I put those lessons into practice now so that I can move forward for my best, for my brightest and my highest good? But for some of you, you are aligning yourself with some kind of learning institution this month. You know, it really feels like you're delving into studies in some way, shape or form, and I like that. But you know, on a personal level, like I said, it's very much about what have I learned, what is left to learn, and how do I do something with that, which is really good, you know, when you can apply the wisdom that you've gained, because usually when wisdom comes, it's hard won, right? So if you can apply that wisdom, then it means that you've done what you needed to do. So your money and your materials this month, you've got the Seven of Wands. So this sees you defending your pennies. It sees you defending your financial life, which I find really interesting. And it kind of feels to me here, the message that's coming through is it's about you taking a step back. It's about you saying, I'm no longer going to do what needs to be done for somebody. I'm going to allow them to do it for themselves. I'm going to allow them to take responsibility for their own financial obligations. You know, and I see this right next to the Three of Pentacles. That's obviously one of the things that you're trying to learn this month. It really feels, and there's a similar message to this permeating the whole month for a lot of signs. But it really feels like it's almost like you're saying, you know what, I'm going to stop assuming responsibility for somebody else and I'm going to let them take that on board, because I feel like they'll learn more from it. And the fact that you've got the Three of Pentacles right next to the Seven of Wands, it kind of suggests that by standing your ground and saying, look, you know what, I'm no longer going to do this for you, you have to do it for yourself, especially when it comes to money, finances, materials, resources, you know, any of those things. By standing back and letting somebody assume that for themselves, you actually empower them. Temporarily you take away their power because they're like, oh my gosh, because they're dependent on you. But over the long haul of their lives and your life as well, you re-empower both of you. And the fact that you've got this next to the Three of Pentacles means that this is one of the lessons that you need to learn this month. So whoever or whatever it is that you are assuming financial responsibility for, this is the month that you need to let that go, and you need to stand your ground and say, no, enough is enough. In terms of your physical health and your home dwelling, I don't see any issues here. Be selective about who you let into your space this month, because I feel like because you're going through a lot of you know, sifting out what your lessons and blessings are, as I always say, it kind of feels like your mental space might be preoccupied, and you might be a bit sensitive to the way that people say things, so you might get some crossed wires. So yeah, just be selective about who you let into your space this month. I know a lot of you are anyway, you're Scorpios, right? Your communications with the world at large, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful. This is really beautiful because it suggests that by saying no in the right way to the specific people, it kind of suggests that your communications this month are blessed. Your communications are what's going to build things for you. So it's about finding the right way to say what you need to say. And I really like that for you, actually, because the Ten of Pentacles is a great card for money, for finance. It's a good card for the home as well, and this falls in your communication sector. So it kind of feels like these cards are mixed up to me. It's almost like by speaking your truth and saying, look, you know what, I'm not taking responsibility for that anymore, it's almost like it's going to take your finances up. It's going to help you bounce that up. And also, you know, this is about your achievement or your accomplishment or your happiness. A big part of that is linked to you finally being able to emancipate yourself from something that isn't your responsibility. And then finally, your heart and hearth sector, which is about your personal relationships, family, friends, significant other, all of that stuff. You got the Six of Swords. So you are moving away from troubled times. I kind of feel like a lot of you may well have had moments where you were like, oh, you know, like you're really mulling things over, like at a really deep level. Scorpio. And it feels for me like the Six of Swords is basically saying, providing you're willing to step back, everything and everyone around you will sort themselves out. It will happen by itself. You don't need to be in the thick of it trying to make it happen for them. In terms of your, you know, family relationships and friendships, the Six of Swords, it almost suggests that you're going to get an apology of some sort, you know, and this could be in relation to money. It could be in relation to where somebody has lent on you too much and they now start to realize it. By speaking your truth, like I said, you're not just going to empower yourself, but you will empower the other party as well. So let's have a look at your weeks of the month. So the first week of February, you get the Fool card. Beautiful. So I love this for you because it suggests that the first week of February, this isn't just about you learning about yourself, but it sees you learning brand new things. It sees you applying old lessons to brand new things. And it also sees a lot of you, I feel like you're either about to start studying or you're about to start working at a school or a college of some sort, possibly even a university. For a lot of you, I really feel like you're delivering knowledge to other people, whether that comes in the form of mentoring, whether it comes in the form of teaching or tutoring. For some of you, you may even have an idea for a course that you want to offer. And the first week of February looks like a great time for that. Even if it's only when you have the idea, it looks like it's going to be something that shapes up for you in your future really nicely. Second week of February, you got the Tower card. The Tower card seems to be coming up for a lot of signs, especially in the second week. So I'll be interested to see what happens in the second week of Feb. So this comes right underneath the Seven of Wands. Now I'm going to be honest, when you finally cut someone off or you say no to them after you've said yes to them for God knows how long, there might be some kickback from it. And it might leave you feeling a certain way, but equally it needs to happen. And ultimately that realization is what's going to cement you standing your ground. So it looks like there's some kind of realization and some kind of knowledge or information coming to light. I mean, you've got the Fool card, new things, new places, new people, new revelations. The Tower card, brand new things, rebellions, or even revolutions or revelations as well. Really, really interesting. It's going to be an intense week for you, the second week of February for sure. But like I said, it really feels like you will get a viewpoint that really changes things for you in the way that you choose to act. The third week of February, you get the Magician right underneath the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, whatever your ideas are, they're golden and they're blessed. The Ten of Pentacles is about money, finance, material abundance. The Magician card is about manifestation. So through communicating your ideas, through communicating with people what it is that you want to do or how it is that you want to do it, this is the key to that. This is a month, the week for you to reach out in this month. So whatever revelations you have on a personal level, be sure to write them down, especially if you have any ideas. And also, it looks like some kind of spontaneous invite comes in. If somebody invites you to their home, if somebody invites you to their work, if somebody invites you to speak at their work, you must go ahead because it's going to be really, really good for you. And then finally, the 4th week of February, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is beautiful because it suggests that not only are family issues healed and family rifts healed, but it also says to me that there's some sort of luck that's taking place. There's a spontaneous trip coming up for you, Scorpio. You will be traveling in February, and it will probably be either in the 1st week straight off the gate, or it will be the 4th week of February. But either which way, you are going on a trip of some kind that comes spontaneously, and I don't know why, but it feels like something that's going to yield, if not dividends, it will bring you the opportunity to reap some reward of some kind. So what is your key to the month? Your key to the month is the 8 of Swords. Okay, so you know, as a key to the month, this is basically telling you you are holding yourself back in some way, shape or form. And I feel like this relates to the 7 of Wands, right? So your key to the month is basically saying some things you need to be in the long haul for. For anything that you've already been in the long haul of, it might be time for you to think about transforming or evolving what or who you are aligned to. You've got to, because the 8 of Swords is about something that makes us feel trapped, and it feels very much to me like you're being asked to free yourself. So whatever or whoever you're supporting unnecessarily, now is the time. You know, that message is really, really prominent here for you this month. And then finally, your Valentine's message, whether you are single, whether you are taken, you know, it's February, Valentine's Day. I wanted to give you all a little bonus card. So this month you get the Sun card. Love looks good. Love looks really, really good. For those of you that are single, you have the magnetism, you've got the power, you are on fire. Everyone is going to be, you know, want or need to be around you in some way, shape or form. You know, you will find yourself crossing paths with so many different potential suitors. It's unbelievable. For others of you, you know, that are single, this suggests that in the course of your duties, you're going to end up bumping into somebody that really, really ignites your passion, and likewise for them. You know, it kind of feels for me with the Sun card, love is your arena. You know, everything else will tick over and it will do well, and there's some really nice little bits in here as well that are beautiful. But love is February for love for the Scorpios. You guys have the blessing of the universe and the goddess herself, I'm telling you. And then for those of you that are partnered, this is going to be a fantastic month for love. It is a month where you will just be getting into, you know, you'll be reconnected. It'll be like, even if you've been together 20 years, whatever you do, wherever you go, it's going to be like you're the only two people in the room again. And I really love that for you. I think it's brilliant. But for single Scorpios, this will be the month where you hear back from people that might have disappeared. This will be the month where you are literally in hot and high demand. My only thing that I would say to you is choose wisely, because energy like this doesn't come along every single day. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an amazing month, and I'll see you very soon for more videos. Take care.